this is Miranda from My Scrappy Life, and welcome back to my channel. This is a bonus Confessions of a Paper Addict cut file, and I am doing a sketch challenge for when we took over. There's the sketch, and then you will see the cut file that I'm using called #MomLife. Now, this is my live that I did while we took over the Confessions of the Paper Addict. It was to do not only the new design team, but also we hit 2,000 subscribers or 2,000 members of her group. Now, this is going up on Tuesday, which would be the 11th, 12th of our time. And you have until Thursday, November the 14th, New Zealand time to get this. So this would be today and tomorrow. Then if you are watching this after that, this challenge is no longer available. So what I did is that I produced a sketch in the group, which I'll have everything linked down below. You will find this sketch that I made. And what I did is that I followed it closely, but not closely. And they were, having fun about it. Was that when I said, I made my own sketch and I don't even follow it. And it is true, I didn't follow it. I followed most of it, but not a lot of it. And so what I did is that I cut out both of my pieces, and as I'm talking, I am putting this together. Normally, I always have this together and not on camera, but because it was a live and I had 4 hours or 3 hours to be able to do this, I really wasn't on a time restraint. But in my mind, who wants to watch somebody put a layout together over an hour's worth? So I do bring in the sketch every once in a while. I was talking about how I was going to go that way, and everybody thought that I should have it this way. So we kind of played around with it, and then ultimately it does switch to where I do put the photo on top and then the mom life on the bottom. So I did switch it around from the sketch. And obviously while we're watching this, just to let you know that if you are following this during the time of the challenge, this will be done on November 14th, New Zealand time, and then Saturday, November the 16th, New Zealand time, the winners will be chosen and announced for each of the challenge. So ultimately, we are like a day behind because we're in the States from them. So it would be the 13th and the 15th, just to let y'all know of when everything would be done and whatnot. So I'm just going through it. So I'm using the Slice of Life, the new collection from Amy Tan, and I love this collection. It is one of my favorite collections. I love that the glitter that's in here is pink and not gold or silver, or mainly gold, because that's what they always do. It drives me nuts. I love that we had different colors. So I do follow the 3 different styles. I do get out the extra papers that I want. Everybody thought I should leave it this way and have a headband, and I don't. I cut out different little pieces, and I just make them all different sizes and just put them all together. I do get the strips out. I make 2 strips here, and then what I want to call it, the rainbow one is in the center. And then I do place them that way. And I do cut down those other pieces too. So that's pretty much how I have it. And I do bring in the sketch every once in a while because I do have new people. Now, when I do lives at night in New Zealand, it's like when we did this on Sunday, I did this on a Sunday. It's Monday morning to Monday afternoon for them. So I didn't get all that many people to watch, but I did get a lot of the state people, like the ones here in the States, to watch. So it was nice to have people talking with and whatnot, because I have done lives before for a while I was in New Zealand, and I was like talking to myself. So I'm glad that I was able to capture some of the New Zealand and Australian people, and then on top of it, everything else. So it was really nice. It was fun. The ladies over there, no matter who joined, was awesome. I absolutely positively love the cut files that I get from them. Obviously, on top of it, I am part of their design team, so you see a lot from Confessions of the Paper Addict anyway. But I will link the #MomLife on below, along with the group and everything else like that, like I always do. This is a bonus. I decided to take my live and put it onto YouTube so that you could catch both. So I obviously will have another layout for the Confessions of the Paper Addict coming up on my channel as well. But yeah, so I really, 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 really love how this one turned out. So here I am, I'm distressing on camera, and it took me forever. Now, my hands hurt still from this, so it did take a little bit of a toll on it, and I was talking to them about my hands, and a lot of them do follow me on social media, so they know that this has been a struggle for me. But it was funny because I'm like, I wasn't going to distress. Like I told them that I said, distressing hurts. And there I am, I'm talking about my hands. And they're like, well, then stop doing it. But I'm like, I already started. I got to finish. So it was really like trying. I'm like, man, this was like a pain to do. But I'm like, it was still benefits of it. I do truly love how this turns out. I love this collection. This collection is just amazing. I just love this collection. I should have gotten more 12 by 12 papers, but I'm not going to. I'm working with what I have, and that is it. I don't care. I should have gotten more, but I'm not. I'm just not. I'm going to work with what I have. But I do see this collection, a lot of the collection, to go into my traveler's notebooks for my selfies. I really do see me using them there. That's where I'm going to really hit it hard for that part. So now I'm just distressing. I'm just making sure all of the little bits look a little bit more distressed when I put it down. And of course, not only did I distress online or on my live, let's go ahead and back the cup file as well. So here I am, I'm back in the cup file, and I'm laughing about this on camera because I'm like, all right, what am I going to talk about? What am I going to say as I'm putting all of this goofy junk down? And here I am, and they're all laughing at me because they're all like, well, man, you probably know a lot. I'm like, I have to. I got to make sure it's all flush because I don't want no bumps or anything on it. So they were laughing at me. Once I get all of this done, and I put all of this on, and I glue everything, and all of that, and then everything goes pretty smoothly after that. But it's just a point. I'm like, let's just distress online, and then let's do my cup files online like this, and let's back it up on phone tape. I'm like, man, I just did everything that was boring within this hour. So I think that's pretty much why it took me forever and a day. Or at least that's what it feels like anyway. So I'm just placing little things down. And then I'm like, okay, this looks good. I'm like, yep, this looks good. And then I do go through, here I am gluing everything down, making it all glued and whatnot. And then I'm taking all the things off. Oh, let's add some more dimension because, that's the best part about all of this. And then I get it all glued down. And now we can finally start working. So while you're watching me embellish and talk a little bit about the photo. Now the photo is one of my selfies. Somebody asked me, oh, let's wait a minute. Before I get into it, let's back some more of this. Let's put the photo on some foam tape and add some more of this. I'm telling you, most of this here I would have never put on. I would have had it all ready to go. But this is the type of stuff that you get to see on a live. And, oh yeah, by the way, that ran out. I had everything. Not only did I glue my cut file on camera, I distressed on camera, I did some foam tape on camera, and then my ATG runs out. Everything that I thought was going to be good for a live, nope, everything went to blah. But while you're watching me embellish, I did up the photo. Now the photo is a bunch of layers. I did do a lot of that. I did do that on camera, but essentially it was just pushed off to the side, and I quickly did it while I was talking. And the photo is a bunch of selfies. Now normally I don't do 12 by 12 layout selfies. I have a selfie traveler's notebook. And somebody asked me if I'm going to journal about this. And I said no. And I said the reason being is my traveler's notebook, when I make up my selfie layouts for my traveler's notebooks, I do a lot of reflection there. And that's where I do a lot of my journaling. So I do more of non-journaling on 12 by 12 layouts like this because I do a lot of my journaling in my traveler's notebook. So that's what I do there. Now, I am almost caught up on one of my traveler's notebooks to where I can do a Traveler's Notebook layout chair. And I think I've got 2 that I can do, and I think I probably will here the month of November. I do have a full week of Thanksgiving off, which is going to produce a ton of content that I will be able to upload throughout the month of the rest of November, obviously, and then January or into December. So I just showed up. Now these enamel dots that I'm using are from Stampin' Up. They used to be part of the brads, where you could buy brads that were empty and then you could place these in there. But I just loved using these as enamel dots. So make sure that you go check out the Confessions of the Paper Addict cut file Etsy shop along with their group. Everything will be linked down below. The still shots are definitely coming up. Make sure that you like and subscribe to my channel. Just remember, I am close to 2,000 subscribers, so I would love to have you as part of my family and that I can be able to give away. I'm hoping that I can give away my second 2,000 or my second subscriber giveaway here in the month before 2020 comes along. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.